laga nam itungdi ase baba laga namdo anyang yongma ase ida 160 dar running ase baba bimar hwado ida 18 dar bahar de jadamde gile jaise treatment wada time de lungs level aro bb high hwa nimide dardo hospital de admission admit kuri jaise aro serious hwa nishana tagabra ICU room de home dise 다간 비비 하이사에서 카시구라 이도 기에서 이도 비 트레멘구레에서 아로 이도 사슬로블리 나바랴 단데 미션도 나가게 따티 다간 모답 구레구레 아도 바로 회시 사슬로블리 바리시 since 아비치데 바바브라고 이시 아이 아마게 이때도 이도 미션 딜이 아미 사슬로블리 바레 거기나 이도 미션 이도 망이 되지.
Before the inception of the 10-bedded ICU, patients from far-flung districts, they underwent a lot of challenges because they did not have the ICU unit. They transferred the patients to Naga Hospital. By the time they reached, most of the patients, especially the critically ill patients, we could not do anything for them.
Realizing the acute shortage of critical health care in the state, the government had initiated a project of 10-bed ICU in partnership with an NGO called A Cough Foundation, Karuna Trust.
It was April of 2021 and the COVID Delta wave was sweeping across the country. And so the idea basically was, can we quickly deploy ICUs in government wards across the country and try and help folks who were reeling under the load of the COVID.
Nagaland we have chosen because the gap and the need in Nagaland for critical care is very, very high. And we all know how the terrain of Nagaland is. Because of the high need and the huge gap, there were no ICU in any of the district hospital. That was the reason why Nagaland was chosen.
So on the 6th of January 2023, this 10-bed ICU project, it was launched.
Ten beds were provided to every district hospital through the project. Then life-saving equipments, they had been provided. And then of course they had established the hub office with all the technology that is based in it. And then of course the internet facilities that are to be provided.
Then Nagaland in fact went a step ahead by setting up a state project management unit. So we clearly have a defined role of what the role of the government is and what is the role of the 10-bed ICU. For example, we were supposed to procure, deliver, install the equipment. The government was supposed to give us the infrastructure and make all the infrastructure ready, human resource. We were supposed to give the technology. So it was a partnership, and Nagaland, I must say that the state government has been really been very supportive and has taken a lot of ownership.
मला नाम तो ट्रम्पे कोन्याक আছে সিধা লোকাল লগি গ্ৰুপলে নাই মই বেছি ড্ৰিংকস কৰি আছে এটো অপৰা मला গাও দু উইক হৈ যায় কেনে মই ভাত খাবলৈ বি নাপাৰে টয়লেট যাবলৈ বি নাপাৰে তো মই হস্পিটাল পঞ্জা তো মই লগা কিডনি আৰু লিভাৰ দুটা ফেল থাকিছে ইমাৰ্জেন্সি ৰুম ব্ৰা তাখান মকে আইসিইউ পঞ্জা যেতে মই আনকনসিয়াস হৈ যাইছে sense te abse mo ICU te paise blood level temperature level oxygen level ito on sob to le to machine bra saina ragi chamge nurse kan pichi balbar care take up kurse moge ekta incident ekta aise ki mo ICU te dakaram de mo laga next bhai ekta morise busti de halebi tate laga ICU laga nurse khan ke moi khushi ba to kunba tagise moi naga huam de pressure uthibo dawai khelai na ke ba normal du moi kandi dagaram de phai mora la garne aro bukhar uthibo injection mare na moi control kurbo rati use ole gomai jabe gona pratna sarna kuriti gena takpi takhan moge naga saina aise nurse একটা কি ভালো হইছে বলে তো মনটাউন দে আইসিইউ তাকানে ডিস্ট্রিক্ট হসপিটাল দে ফার্স্ট টাইম মইকে লক পাঁচজন লক পাইছে এতু নিচিনা মই তাতে পুরা সার্ভাইভ করলে পারেছে মই আজিটা
When we start working here, we see the challenges, especially among the lower class of people. And coming with some serious condition, they don't have any hope. Many patients have died on the way, being referred from village to Twinsang to Mokchung to Kohima. I've seen with my eyes. It one dikhina, mon bikhai jai. Mon purina thakado. At least we should serve our own people here. And without this provision of even this higher specialty care like 10-bedded ICU, just imagine where the patient will go. One good thing is the installation of the ICU came with the Tele-ICU. Beyond our concept or beyond our knowledge, if some patients are there which we need to consult, then we just consult directly to the Kohima or Dimapur or even to the other states of India.
Just can you tell me in brief about the patient from the beginning of the symptoms and up to till now?
Okay, sir. So she came with complaint of chest pain on the left side, and she complains of dizziness as well as vomiting was there, sir.
There seems to be bilateral effusion, okay?
Oh, sir. Okay, sir.
It's CT angle blunting, bilateral effusion there seems to be. Then the left side ka X-ray, it is more of fibrosis and post-infective changes rather than new.
We are keeping a constant touch with all the ICUs in all the districts. After selecting the Naga Hospital ICU as the hub, as a center for excellence and for teaching, and then the rest of the districts they will be having what you call spokes. Then, in addition to that, they had also concentrated on the training of manpower. On a regular basis, they send about two to four doctors. And then, of course, 2 to 4 nurses also. We also are trying to motivate the district hospitals for on-hand, real-time training process.
Maybe we can do private university in a patient program. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. After 2 minutes, you again reassess. इसलिए out of hospital विषय check करो क्यों नहीं मतलब विषय है तो इना करो इना दे बेस करो
and it's complicated, then the patient may die either from a cardiorespiratory cause or from a
mon 10-bedded ICU to start करना mon training दिसे mon गिना NHS के दे
topics तो सब ICU लगा पैसे study करेंगे.
They gave us training on Hamilton ventilator.
Equipments kan kinaga chulao lagi noile patient muri ase to itu time de mon ki kuro lagi kinaga ek kuro lagi itu na aro some procedures.
It was a theory and a practical based training.
Patients care related to patients care itu la training bi di dise.
And even now we are attending a online class.
Before we don't use infusion pump, syringe pump and monitoring, but after started 10-bedded ICU, we use all that.
ICU care, patient ki care dibul la do bishi difficult ase na. To without itu training kan noloi na to অলপ ডিফিকাল্ট হৈ যায়
In ICU etu patient to divide kori kena sai dagi etu hoa time de action bra action ge nurse aro patient relationship to bishi dangor develop hoi jai.
Even though we are stressed out or like we feel physically exhausted, at the end of the day when we see patient recovering, so we feel happy, relieved, as well as a feeling of joy inside our heart.
Mela naam to Andrew se aro moi just class 7 ase.
Moi soba ase aro moi la bacha do intro milai na 4 jon ase. Tai bimar first hwa do school jai thaki dem aste aste bra bokhar ulai thakise tai. Blood test kurise libi dubi ko na thore. Dawai khai thakise dubi phal na hoy. Malaria typhoid ase koina aro dawai marise ta debi. Tinta mari thaki dem debra tai la gao do sob phuli jaise. Bishi saise o khadibi. Serious hoi jaise to edebra na paribo tate loi jabi koise kohima de. Samphale admit hoi jaise tate naga hospital de. Taila blood test pura korise edu bisi de scribe typhoid ase koina tate bra thori loise aro. Rat for khumabo pare nai toi naga korina morning 4 inaga de serious hodo ICU de jaise. To ICU de ja to tai to pura muk pura bi khunu lai jaise taila gao khan bi pura tani gina na taila hat thing pura bandi gina tai muk te bi pura kiba ventilator khan sob oxygen khan pura hali bole shuru hoise tate bara to ekjon doctor da aro ai gina beshi serious ase kinaka hobo na jani naga koise to hilibi moi bi mon chodo na gori nai ne isoge prarthana gori na alop mon tangor hobole gane etu bhabi je bili bichi kandi boli mon jai. Doctor khan nurse khan kiman ahibo tai ke phal sala nisina dikhise moila suku brada rat for holibi 3 for holibi na khomaina toina kuri na 10 days thakise tade ICU de.
Nurse khan ra dana thamali kurina phone khan ki kana hanu boina koe aro cha khan aro biscuit khan khine moi pishi phukage kuina. Ina phal bar sani sina sabi tabi improve hoi gina jaise.
It was a big dream for people of this town to have an ICU facility, and so we have many patients who come in very critical conditions, and also we have patients who become critical when they are in the hospital itself. Like, we also have patients who are having surgeries, so all these post-operative patients, many a times they require intensive care, and we did not have the facility here for so long. With the arrival of this facility, people are getting the benefit. Many a times we don't have to refer patients to other places, and we are able to manage them here.
Through this project now, I think we have almost everything that we need to run an ICU. For example, we have all the latest ventilators. We have the required instruments like syringe pump or ABG. We have portable X-rays for any immediate intervention. And then we have the lab backup of our own hospital.
Earlier we used to refer most of the cases, or some we used to keep in ward only. But it was very difficult to monitor the patient. But after starting ICU, it's new for them also, for the patient parties, like regarding ICU and other rules and regulation of ICU. We face some challenges. We have to tell them daily, let them know what the ICU rules is, why we are keeping the patient in ICU.
When a sick person goes to a private hospital, it is an expensive affair, especially when you are going to be in the ICU. So since our ICU is a totally free ICU, those who come here, and especially with a CM insurance scheme or with the Ayushman card, everything is free for them. So it is benefiting a lot of patients, especially the poor patients who have come from the far-flung districts.
It is our hope that in the coming days, this ICU will have a full-time doctor who is trained in ICU.
Because all of us who are working here are part-time working in the ICU. Our main jobs are running the hospital. We are from different departments. Say the anesthetist is running the OT, the medicine specialist is running the OPD and the wards. And this ICU is an extra responsibility that we are taking. So I feel that, to make it more successful, we should have permanent resident ICU trained medical officers.
So we have a very, very ambitious way forward. Now we plan to create a Northeastern grid, right? So that, among the Northeastern states, they're ready to exchange, they can share their resources. And then we will link all these people to a national hub also, like Tata Memorial, Cancer Grid. People need not travel all the way to Bombay. And then we are also developing a lot of AI technology tool.
Before this project, there were only 25 ICU beds in the government sector across the state. Now, with the launching of this project, we have more than 130 ICU beds. As of now, the ICU have treated more than 1,600 patients.
With the coming of the 10-bedded ICU, the standard of healthcare has really shot up. And I believe if we are going at this rate, I believe very soon we'll be at par with the rest of the country.